nutrition course that we're going over is cutting fat through science, all right? So it's not cutting fat through I hope, I wish, I guess. No, we want to use science. So there's so many people that say, do this or do that and try this and try that. And if it's not backed by science, I don't want to hear it, okay? Because we got to make sure that we're doing things scientifically so the body knows what it's doing, how it's doing. All right, let me go forward. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go over calorie deficit and sustainability fat loss format. We want to sustain our results. We don't want just to lose weight, lose fat. Anybody could lose weight, but can we keep it off? All right, so let's look at some past people who have some great results, but was not able to keep it. We all heard of Biggest Loser, right? The Biggest Loser competition was one of my favorite shows I used to love to watch when I was on my 100-pound journey in 2011. But I want you to understand the truth. I want you to understand of the downfall of the Biggest Loser format of how they help them to lose weight. What you mean? Good question. Here we go. So it says 2009 season, they did a study of season 8. 13 of 14 contestants studied regained their weight in the 6 years at the competition. Now, these people are losing 100 pounds, 150 pounds. They lose a lot of weight, right? 4 contestants are heavier now than before the competition. Okay, why? What do you mean? Okay, so you see Aaron Egbert is the only contestant who weighs less today than it did 6 years ago. Only one. So this person stopped here at the challenge and then boom, lost more weight. Let's look at this person here, Rudy. Rudy, when done with the competition, gained 80 pounds, regained, and then had a surgery to reduce the stomach size for him to lose his weight. Now we look at Danny. Danny lost 239 pounds and won the competition. This is less than a year, but regained 100 pounds back. What are you saying, T? How did this happen? It's because they have a slowing metabolism. So nearly all the contestants have slower metabolism today than they did 6 years ago and burn fewer calories than expected when at rest. So meaning that they burn more than 200 calories a day when they was up here starting. And now as they go down lower in weight, right? This person here, Danny, he burns 800 fewer calories. What does that mean? That means that when he was losing his weight, when you lose the weight, you're in calorie deficit. You're trying to lose. I get it, right? But when he went back to his regular eating, his metabolism was a lot slower. So what that means that he was able to gain weight now at a faster, higher rate at 230 pounds less than he was up here. That don't make no sense, right? What's the problem, T? I want to teach you how to understand the difference from weight loss and fat loss. Weight loss includes muscle loss, weight loss, and fat loss. So then when they was losing weight, they was losing all 3 of these. So what slows our metabolism, why people will lose weight, you ever lost weight and then you gain weight right back so fast? You're like, how do I gain weight faster than I did when I lost it? It's because either you are on super low calorie intake, because we don't know exactly how much calories we need to eat for us to lose weight. So we think that we got to eat no carbs and eat nothing. And we lose our muscle mass. So let's look at science. So science, right, these are facts. You can only lose 2 to 3 pounds, okay, of fat a week, only dependent on how much body fat you have stored. So if you weighing over 300 pounds, 200, 300 pounds above or so, yes, you can do this a week. So that's why when you know you want to lose 5 pounds in a week, 10 pounds in a week, what are you losing? If you're not losing fat, right, that means you what? You lose a lot of muscle and water. But after a while, your water already dehydrated, so you're going to lose a lot of muscle. So this is going to have your metabolism go slower, and now you're going to figure out, T, why is it harder for me to lose weight? Because you're not eating enough. So Danny problem that lost 239 pounds, he lost too much muscle mass, and he ate too low of calories for his weight loss. So that is why we want to lose around 2 or 3 pounds a week at a rate we want to lose. Okay, let's go forward. So it's three calorie states, 3 states we want to understand. You have your maintenance states. This is the state we're gonna go into when we get to our goal. That's where we eat 2,500 calories and we burn it. That means there's no change with your weight loss, no change with your muscle, there's no change. Then you have calorie surplus of what got us in this situation because we eat, example, 3,000 calories and we burn 2,500 calories. So this caused us weight gain, fat gain. So what we need to do in our fat loss is we need to shift our mindset. We need to get out of surplus mindset, maintenance mindset, and we got to get into deficit. So we eat 2,000 calories, we burn it to 2,500, that's weight loss. But again, we just don't want to focus on weight loss, right? Because we can do this and be so low and then we can lose what? Muscle. So this is why we don't lose our fat consistently, not weight, our fat. Here, this is why. Because Monday through Friday, we are in calorie deficit. And you're doing good. You're doing your meals. You're not eating out. You're doing your exercise. But then Saturday and Sunday, we are in calorie surplus. You're eating out with your family, right? You're not exercising. You're not moving. So now you're supposed to be, so now Monday through Friday, you was at weight loss. Then Saturday, Sunday, you in weight gain. So now when you figure out why I'm not losing weight, is because we got to be consistent 7 days a week, because that's only how we're going to get into this deficit. So how to lose fat consistently, we need to focus on hitting our calorie deficit numbers on the weekends, not just during the week, for us to meet our calorie deficit numbers. So fat loss fluctuations happen when you fluctuate at calorie intake. So let me go a little bit deeper what I mean by this. Okay, so I want you to understand how we set your calorie intake, because our mindset will say, our emotions say, this too much food, I can't eat this much. So I gotta have you understand why, right? When I play football, like, coach, why am I running all these laps? Why am I lifting all these weights? Why am I doing all this, right? It's a purpose. So I need you to understand the purpose why I set your calories up. Watch this. So here we go. It's 3 ways of how we burn energy. Remember, your body fat is just energy. Grab some body fat. You got some? You got some body fat? All it is just stored energy. You've been storing it. So it's 3 ways of how we burn energy throughout the day. We have our basal metabolic rate. What that is that's how many calories you burn at rest, 60%, give or take. So what that means is this, that if you lay in bed all day and did nothing, this is how much calories you will burn, 60% of it. You burn a lot of calories. So, but also this means that your body needs this much calorie so it can operate correctly. Your hormones, your cortisol, your insulin, cells, reproducing. So when you're eating less than what your body needs, this is what makes your hormones shut down. This is what makes you crave. This will make you binge. This will make you to be, let's say, more stressful. This will make you be hard to get sleep. So we got to eat at least the amount of what we need just to survive. Then we have energy that we burn through activity. So that's physical activity, walking around, going to the store, exercise. Then our last one is thermal effective food. So this is calories, meaning we burn through digestion. So meaning every time that you eat food, you burn calories. So that's why the goal is, I want to burn as much calories as I can every day. So my thing is, when I learned that, okay, if I eat every 3 hours, that means I'm burning more calories. That means I'm burning more fat. So my mindset shifted to say, oh, I need to spread my meals out because this is going to let me burn more fat. But if I want to eat 2 times a day, let's say on Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to eat twice for the day. So that means that you're not burning as much calories on Saturday and Sunday like you did for Monday and Friday. And those Saturdays, Sundays, that compound effect, it starts to add up. So instead of you burning 10,000 calories, let's say 5,000 calories on Saturday, Sunday, you only burning 4,000 calories. So that means that's 1,000 calories you ain't burned. So that means that's 1,000 times 4 weeks. That's a pound. That's an extra pound of fat loss you could have lost. Not weight loss, guys. I want to say fat loss. So let's understand this. So now I'm going to show you of how we put your calorie stuff together. So 1 pound of fat loss is 3,500 calories. I'm going somewhere with this. I want you to understand. Watch this. So that means that you have to be in 500 calorie deficit for 7 days, not for 5 days, Monday through Friday, team, 7 days. Then you burn 3,500 calories. But 2 pounds, let's say, no, T, I want to lose more fat. But then we got to be in 1,000 calorie deficit for 7 days, not for Monday through Thursday. Because if you do Monday through Friday, 1,000, then you do only, let's say 100 on the weekends because you're not exercising, because you're not moving around, because you're eating more calories. So instead of using 2 or 3 pounds you could have lost, guess what? We lost 1. And then now you're eating out, so you got more sodium. So now you're really not seeing it. But that's why pictures are going to be important. So now the next thing now, what I do as a coach is we need to see how much calories do you need to eat, right, for you to make sure that you're not losing your muscle. Good question. Watch this. So this is my Trainerize. This is why I picked this Trainerize program for you all, this app, because it's going to help you to win. So this is me. This is my thing. So when you click on meal plan, okay, all right, what I do is I'm going to learn some things as your coach. I'm going to know, okay, what is your BMR? So my BMR is 2303. That's my BMR. That's how much calories I'll burn if I lay in the bed and do nothing. So when I go now, I need to know, okay, if that's my BMR, okay, my activity level is lightly active. Why? Because I sit down at work, I go home, I sit down. I only get about 30 to 45 minutes of activity a day. That's only through exercise. So ask yourself, if you're not exercising, what activity are you getting? Do you have a sit down job? When you get home, when you lay down to sleep, you laying down. So when you get home, you might move around a little bit, wash some dishes, do some movement. But we have lightly active, unless you do construction, unless you run outside, you playing outside like you was as a kid. So I want to know how much fat loss we want to lose. So I want to be aggressive. I want to lose 2 pounds of fat. So when I do that, so now it tells me that I need to eat 2,100 calories is what I need to eat daily for me to lose this fat. Now, if I want to lose 3 pounds of fat, I need to be at 1,600 calories. Okay, but the reason why I'm not going to go that low because I want to keep my muscle tissue. So this is how, I put your numbers, I put 167. So now when I put those numbers here, now I know how much calories I need to eat. And this is going to help me. If I stay around these numbers, around 2,000 every day, my job is to do this, be consistent. I'm going to lose my weight. I'm going to get to my goals. Now, understand that fat loss is so much more important than the weight loss. Because when you losing fat, right? Okay, a pound of fat, a pound of muscle can be this size. A pound of fat can be this size. So it takes so much more fat to equal 1 pound. So when you lose 2 pounds of fat, that's a lot of area of mass that you're losing. So when you lose a pound or 2 of muscle, it's not as much difference as you're seeing. That's why Biggest Loser was losing muscle. They can't see it as much as fat. So when you lose 2 or 3 pounds of fat in a week, that's a lot of mass because it takes a lot of fat. It's like having feathers, right? It takes a lot of feathers to equal 1 pound of fat compared to it takes a brick. A brick could be maybe a small size. Or you get what I'm saying? Makes sense? So that's why don't take it lightly when you lose 2 or 3 pounds for that week or 2 pounds. That's huge. That's a win. But it's a super win when you lost the weight and you did it strategically. You didn't do it by doing a detox. You didn't do it by starving yourself. Because now you're losing muscle. You probably lose some fat, but your metabolism is going slower. Okay? So the rule of today, what I want to teach is the numbers that I have on your meal plan sheet. That's the numbers that I have for you to be aggressive with your fat loss, and for you to be able to keep your muscle, preserve it. This process is going to help you to have a faster metabolism because you're keeping your muscle. And if you're working out, you're going to build muscle, lean muscle. And if you're eating your protein, like we have, your numbers, your protein shakes, now you hold your muscle. Guess what? We do it consistently. Your body turns to a fat burning machine. So once I put my mind, I said, T, I'm going to do 3 weeks and I'm going to eat this way. And I want to see how my body goes. Remember, it takes 21 days to have a habit. It also takes about 2 to 3 weeks. This is give or take for your body to turn to a fat burning machine. But when you have 3 or 4 days, you're burning fat. A couple of days, you're gaining fat. Your body can't turn into that woof. But it takes consistency where now once you go consistent, the body said, oh, now I know what you want to do. You want me to burn it. Woof. But you have to be disciplined. You have to be planning, organized. That's why meal prepping is so important, because once I have my meals together, like here, I know that I'm going to hit my numbers. So I do the work. I let you know how much carbs, a half a cup. I let you know how much protein, 5 ounces, 6 ounces. I let you know how much water, how much almonds. I do the hard work. The hard thinking work is done. It's like building a house. How much wood we need, how much pipe we need to build this house. The architecture, that's the hard part they got to do. So the construction people, all they got to do is just know how to build it, put it together. So all you got to do is just cook the food and put it in your mouth. And once you do that consistently, your body says, oh, now I know what you want me to do. You want me to burn this fat. Okay, I'm going to do it, because now your body is a machine. If you press the right numbers, it's going to do certain things. But if you go drive one day, park one day, neutral one day, reverse, park, reverse. It's like I'm going forward, I'm going back. What are we doing? We stop, we park for a couple of days, then I drive, then we stop, then reverse. It's like, what are we doing? Are we driving? Are we going back? I need consistency. Your body will listen to you, but you have to tell it what you want it to do. But it has to be consistent, like you do with a kid, a child, or a dog. You're consistent with it, it will be trained. So we're training your body, but you have to go into train mode, and then now you will be consistent.